Hello and welcome back to your favourite podcast, the TheRudicoPodcast, with your host Russ.
Ricky.
And Coxie.
How are we, boys?
Good.
That was good.
Didn't want to change it up this week like you did last week.
Yeah,
Like it's trying to think of a new intro is so hard. I'm sitting at work going, I could say that, but then it's a bit cringe.
A pre-made intro.
Yeah, like a animated one.
You know, we actually have money now. We can actually
Or
like.
a music
I've been
video.
tempted to go on
Tune,
Look,
say
a little
something.
jingle.
Yeah, literally like a jingle.
Mm.
We needed that.
Or we could rip off other podcasts and just like do like the whole hot ones. Like, welcome to the hottest podcast with the hottest questions. I'm your host, Sean Evans. Welcome to Hot Ones.
Yeah.
Just rip it off completely.
Because then you could literally start the podcast. We can still say that, just because we don't know how we'd actually get talking.
Mm.
It's a good way to actually start.
It's a good way to start. Yeah.
Yeah, but say if you do an intro or a jingle, then you just cut it till like right now, and podcasts are going.
We want one of those really annoying
Or
jingles.
or we could like have the
Or you could
jingle,
say-
but then have us slowly like voices come in at the very
Yeah.
end or something. Or, but you know, I've been tempted to. What is it? We were gonna do get our logo and as a cartoon. What site were we gonna
Oh,
yeah,
use?
I forgot about that.
Fiverr. Was it Fiverr?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I've been
it was
tempted to
Fiverr.
message on there and saying, hey, can anyone do like an animation for
Yeah.
Instagram? So we have our Instagram and like as a little animation that comes up, and same with like
The profile picture was
That'd be pretty cool.
TikTok.
The profile picture was only meant to be like temporary.
Yeah.
But it actually looks good. Like I'm happy with it.
Doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Oh.
I want to read. I want to redo the thumbnail.
Yeah.
The thumbnail actually looked alright. Then like now that the profile pictures, it actually kind of suits it. Profile
Yeah.
picture, but the
I
thumbnail
think
looks
it
so
might
fun.
you might need a bit darker or something.
yeah, but the
banner.
channel banner. Yeah.
I think you need you need to do a darker orange to match the logo. But no, I've been tempted to.
Orange. Yeah,
I think because I reckon just orange. When I was doing it as a joke, I was like, oh, orange.
Because when we originally did it, we did the RDC in orange.
yeah.
Yeah.
It,
I
just,
just
it
thought
stands out.
Yeah, Russ just did white and orange, so that's why I just stayed with orange.
And then just did black, which
I did like a grey, like with the
for the banner.
banner.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it looked alright.
No, when you did, I was like, oh, like it actually looked cool.
Yeah.
And that was when we still had the crap, like, of the Rudico podcast. It was just orange and then white.
Yeah.
So the background was like, oh, that's sick.
But
But then
our original banner was who spelled whose name wrong?
it was me.
Yeah, what did you do again?
I think I spelt my own name wrong. Or I spelt mine or his, but it's the exact same name.
Yeah,
I spelt it wrong. Because I was in a rush.
Might have been yours.
it was like Loxlin or something.
No, yeah, it was one of us because I put Lachlan Cox on like the bottom.
Lachlan
And I
Ox.
stuffed someone.
Was it Lachlan Ox?
No, it was Lachlan. I stuffed Lachlan up
Oh,
somehow.
okay.
Just imagine, that's OG, that profile picture.
Yeah.
Mm.
What was it?
Well-
What was the banner?
If you go through,
Look
like,
at the
you can
background.
look at you can look at the previous ones whenever you want.
Oh, really?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Look at the background. Look at this whole setup. Like, wait, what? This is
Yeah, true. The table.
this is
originally-
24.
Table originally was this small. We're in a complete different room with our own background that we made.
This
Yeah,
is
top.
episode 24, and we're already like look somewhat professional than we did. Like we had
Oh yeah,
We did,
a blue table sheet behind us.
It looked-
a good camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Skyrock.
But even like having this camera now
Yeah.
as a bigger upgrade than the
Yeah.
little one, because even though that one still did fine, but I've been tempted to message saying, does anyone know how to, like, I want an animated thing that pops up to say like subscribe, stuff like that for the editing. So like, because you know what I do, I just put the TikTok and
Yeah,
Instagram
yeah.
pic in,
Yeah.
and then I put in
It's like a slot.
a box. I have a box like a question box, and I hide it the tick at the end.
Yeah.
And then I just put our @, and then make sure they both come up at the same time when we talk about it. So I'll like, and then say we do like a very long podcast, I can just chuck that whole animation in, and then just through the whole podcast like randomly. Same with like subscribe or something or whatnot.
Yeah.
So that just because then
Dog-
we makes it
Dog
more
didn't do
upgrade.
shit, did it? I heard a weird noise and now it's starting to smell.
I thought it was you. But we can move on to some news.
What's the news that you got?
What's the news?
Well,
I think it was just a fart.
we the reserves had a win on the weekend.
Yeah, we fucking won.
We had a win.
Did you keep the goal?
No, I didn't.
No, he actually had the ball on the string.
Yeah, he played pretty well.
I fucking shanked the ball though.
Yeah, but
On that one kick.
That one free kick was dog shit.
oh, did you? I told you about it, didn't I?
What?
When it happened, I went and talked to you.
Yeah.
Him and Roddy were on the bench going, oh, here we go. Here's Russ yelling at him. I was like,
Yeah.
no, I didn't even yell at him. I was like, oh, just come back off your mark. Even
Yeah.
Nipper told him to come back and he just rushed
you and
it.
Nip both said the same thing.
I looked up and there's like Russ like standing next to Ricky like yeah, Ricky's getting this feel here.
No, I wasn't. I was just I was even saying like, oh, there was me and Nip like because he panicked with the kick. I said,
did.
come back off the mark, like actually try and hit a target. Or I said there was me and Nip on the side. He could have given off because I saw him and I'm like, try Rick, and he's like, no, kicked it like one step kick and like dropped
Dribbled
short.
across the ground.
Yeah.
I was like, just Nick. I was like, well, the free kick was that when you did your neck? Was that one or not?
No, that was months ago, but that's heard it again.
That because I reckon you got clothesline, didn't you?
I don't know what happened, but
Well, then
I
you
was
had-
in the air, and next
you
minute
had-
I'm on my head.
Your head nearly got
fuck.
took off. But
I don't know when I'm playing. I don't know when I'm back though. I've got to get my neck actually sorted. I reckon it's out. So
was it hurt to like actually twist or?
yeah,
like-
and like every now and then, like I don't even like recognize it. It's instinctful, but I just sit there and be like that and start like twitching my neck, and like mum's like worried about it.
But you usually
And-
do that anyway though. Like
Yeah, because it's like always sore. And then this, like, I don't know if it's a bone or a cord that runs from here up. It's really fucking sore.
have you got like a disc
I've got-
out or not, or
I've
you
got
just
no
haven't
idea.
got it looked at?
Nah, I'm going to get it looked at.
Let's get a chiropractor.
Yeah.
That's all, yeah.
To have a look anyway.
But I'm not going to play footy until I get that sorted out because it's my neck. I don't really want to fuck. Like I don't want to fuck around with it.
Yeah.
Oh, you could be paralysed. Because
don't
I mean,
wanna-
one
I
with
don't wanna be
disc
in a
will
wheelchair,
completely
yeah.
just
Yeah.
the right disc will completely just bang and your whole body. Like it'll hit a nerve as well.
Yeah.
Like it'll move out of place, hit a nerve, and then you can't move your arms, but you can move your leg. Like
Yeah, exactly. So
serious business.
I've got to make sure I just
Yeah.
100%.
No, that's why it's like with my shoulder. My shoulder's a bit sore. I don't know, like I did in game, but my last one was in here.
Yeah.
So like cause I jarred it, like when I went to tackle. Where this one's like right here, and it's sore as to touch. It's like I've got a little bit of a bruise. I've been icing it
Yeah.
for the past 4 days, and it's still like average. So I don't know if it's serious enough that I might actually do it like my shoulder or something.
Yeah. If you think about it, last week was the first game in a long time you haven't yelled at me.
Yeah, because you were like the ball actually came to you and you didn't. There's not much you could do
Yeah.
besides you panic every time and kick the ball, handball the ball when you don't need to.
Yeah, I know.
But there was a good photo from our at game or something. You actually looked like you gave a handball off.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Some of those photos were shocking though.
But yeah, no, we had a win. It was good.
We fucking won.
I somehow got tap and fill, which to this day I still don't know why.
And didn't even get in the best.
Yeah, didn't even get in the best. Where Cooper did and Callum did.
Yeah, they deserve it though.
Yeah, well that's what I'm saying. That
Yeah.
over them two, like Cooper probably had his worst game. By far, I reckon he had his worst game, but he still looked good. Like he's still there.
Yeah. Oh, he was rusty at the start, but I reckon he played pretty well.
But his hamstring, he was also a bit worried about the hamstring.
Yeah.
But like that's probably one of his worst games he has played though, because he has played like really good games previous. So, but then yeah, I somehow got it, which was a pain because after that I was about to go home, just go sleep. I was stuffed. But you know, twos had a win, or the
Ones and twos had a win?
Seniors obviously had a win, but yeah, no, it was actually good for us to actually have a win
It was. And then
after a while.
made the drink so much better. In the
Yeah,
club
that's
rooms.
why you want to stay. Like, and then we had the whole do.
Yeah, that bogan bingo was good.
Funny, it was so good. I even at the pub I saw him. Those two, and I came in
really?
and was like talking to him. Like Tom Eckel was talking to him, and so was Jacko. And I like walked up and was like had a chat before I left,
Yeah.
saying that oh, they asked if it was good. It was good. It was like some of the like there was some dark jokes in there,
Yeah.
but that's what made them funny because they were so dark. You wouldn't
Yeah.
think people would go there, but they did.
But they can get away with it, and the way they executed it was really well.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. I was like, some of those jokes were so bad, but that's why they were funny because
Yeah.
people wouldn't say them, but they're like they said it and then they'll continue, and you're like, oh, that's funny. Like,
Yeah.
no, it was a good.
Found out that Coxie doesn't know how to hold a guitar.
That will be the best. Like in my head, gets the guitar thrown and he's playing it.
He's
It's
playing it
upside down.
upside down like this, just strumming it like that.
Yeah,
I think she's got the video of you strumming it and we're like laughing.
There's a photo. There's an action shot of us, you looking at the table like this, and I'm
Yeah.
at the
No,
back
I'm-
of the table like that.
Yeah. Mum thought that was Mango. She's like, oh, there's you laughing. I'm like, yeah, well, look at Cox. He's like, what? I'm like, look where he's holding the guitar. That's why we're laughing. She's like, and that's Angus next to you with his hands in his head. I'm like, and have a look in the photo, and Angus is nearly staring at the camera. I'm like, what? Are you blind, Mum? But she wouldn't have any idea who it was.
Mango was just wearing the ACDC hat.
Yeah.
I lost that hat. I promised Bailey I'd give his hat back. No, I
He-
left it
he-
on the floor.
He went off about Luke, saying, oh yeah, I trust Ricky, I trust like Roddy
Yep.
to give my stuff back. I don't trust Luke.
So you made Luke
And you
run
left
back
it
to his
on.
house.
You left on the floor. I remember seeing it on the
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah.
What hat were you wearing?
That straw hat.
And I walked into Bailey's shed, saw a hat, and I was like, oh, this looks
You know that
alright.
straw hat that's like always in there that everyone just grabs and chucks on when you're at Bailey's?
It was just like an old Bunnings straw hat.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like I think it's like a VB one. Like it's got the VB logo on. But yeah, just a normal.
You've lost it.
Oh,
Well, no,
when
it'll be
we're walking,
upstairs.
It'll be up there.
It'll be upstairs. Someone would have picked it up.
When we're
that
walking
morning.
there, I was like, I'm going to bring it back. He's like, wait, where the fuck did you get that hat from? And I was just like, your shed? And he's just like, nah, you're alright. As soon as he asked Luke where he got the beanie, he bullied the shit out of Luke until Luke ran back to his house and actually put it back in the shed.
Ah,
That's a stitch up.
it's funny. I couldn't believe he actually did though.
Yeah.
It's just, but yeah, no, it was actually a good weekend. The
No, it was
win,
good.
Bogan bingo.
Yeah. Work the next day.
No, we didn't win. I thought it was a whole table thing. Like,
That's what I thought. That's why I was nearly gonna have like. That's why I wanted to have a competition, but everyone was getting that close.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's a bit dangerous.
Yeah.
Like
I only got three off.
Yeah,
I got two off
three
once.
off on one of them.
I got two off. I don't know when. Or it was game 1 or game 2.
Were you trying Nickelback, Baz?
Yeah, I think someone was. Yeah.
They like crossed out like a bunch. That's why he had like.
Yeah, Zach crossed
that's
out
why he
half
had
of
one.
Bailey's.
He's like, what? This
Oh yeah.
was
No,
Nickelback.
they try to get him just to yell out, "I got it!"
Yeah.
Like, but then a number came up, and Luke didn't have it crossed off, and he saw it. And he saw he didn't have it crossed off, and then another number came up that he actually already had crossed off previous, so he worked it out.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I mean, you can't really get away with it in bingo though,
Yeah.
because then I was like, Zach said he crossed out about 6, and he has like 3 left.
Mm.
And I was like, yeah, but what are the chances? I'm like, yeah, but you've done that now. Watch the next number be one of those ones you've crossed off, and then it's just a stitch up.
Yeah.
Like, as I was saying about the Sidemen playing bingo, they played it, and they sculled a drink and got a free 3-1 off, and they were having a look at each other, like, oh, we'll grab 8. And like, everyone's like, the camera zooms in, and obviously they pick up the mic, and one of them goes, I'll laugh if that number comes up, and he's 8 as the next number. They're all like laughing. They're like, we've just sculled a drink for no reason.
Yeah.
But no, it was a good weekend.
No, it was.
Well, that was one of the better ones.
That would have been one of the best ones, I reckon.
Yeah, Tommy Aker reckons that's the number one function we've had.
Apart from.
Oh yeah, function. Yeah,
Like cabaret and all that. It's gonna be.
That's going to be good.
it'd be good to actually
But
experience
that
it.
won't be like. Entertainment wise.
Yeah.
That was best entertainment.
Yeah.
That's just gonna be a good night because everyone dresses up and
Mm.
it's just gonna be a big night.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I've got a question for us.
Yeah, go on. This can't be good.
Oh, this is that one that you.
What's that?
That'd not be the question you asked
this
before
is
the
new one. I
podcast.
heard this the other day.
Let's see. This is the thing is he's previously on before we like were setting up. He said one. I'm like, I reckon you gotta keep the questions. I reckon sometimes you gotta keep the
You
questions.
gotta
Like,
keep him a secret.
'cause then-
He gets
No,
the
I don't
podcast.
think I'm be saying that one.
oh no, but that's a funny one. Yeah, no, it is a funny one.
I don't even
This
know my
one's
answer.
not bad though. So, what was the first guy trying to milk a cow trying to achieve?
Yeah, I've seen that somewhere, and the comments were hilarious. I couldn't tell you what the guy was thinking, to be honest.
Haven't had tea. I'm just gonna
Like,
slowly open her up. Oh no, dog's seen it. I don't know. That's a good question.
what was he, you know?
Did he know he was gonna get milk? Probably not.
Did he know it was milk, or do you think it was?
Did he try to just do it in a sexual way, or
It would have been, and then
you reckon?
it would have been some really weird way, because how would they have known that was milk if someone didn't try it?
Yeah, exactly. He would have tasted like, this is kind of something,
Yeah,
right?
and why did he taste
Yeah.
it? Or like, why did he just mix it up real friggin' thick and make butter and put it on his toast?
Yeah, but then after they would have realised after that it was milk,
Yeah.
and then they would have done like, well, what else can we do with this milk? And some idiot's just gone, shook it up, and next minute slap on a bit of toast, and he's like, ooh, that's the stuff.
Stuff it in cakes.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a real
I
good
guess
question.
It's the same as like.
It's the same as
Chicken.
breastfeeding.
Same as with chicken, I guess. Like you pick up like their egg
Mm.
and you just like cook it and eat it.
Mm.
And it's
Yeah,
quite
true.
nice. I guess it's the same, but like cow is like. Yeah, chicken just lays an egg.
Yeah.
Cow, you gotta squeeze it.
Yeah,
out.
you gotta
Yeah.
work it out.
Yeah. So it's like
Where the chicken naturally happens.
yeah, like you know
But- What was the man's like first reaction to seeing an egg? It's like he's taking a shit and this big little showers come out.
If it's not, it wouldn't be. It's just lays. Like you'll have to lay the egg. It won't shit the egg.
I don't know, but like you don't know that when you first.
True.
When you first see a chicken and you don't know what an egg is, I'd say that's very rare.
sometimes
but-
they're covered in crap, like the eggs.
Hmm.
But like
Expert.
5% of them. Not many.
5%. He's got the analytic as well.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Oof, that looks good.
You gonna eat that? You're just gonna let it go cold.
I'm just gonna look at it.
It's gonna make me and Coxie hungry while you sit there and laugh.
The IT
Nah,
should be
that's
rocking
what
up soon.
Because I'm like,
Yeah, that's.
there's so many different, you know.
Well, I'll whip out my question. It's a bit of a long one, so bear with me. Right. So, here's my question. You have to fight Mike Tyson and you have to knock him out, right?
Yeah.
But you can fight him at any age. So you can fight him at 1, 2, 3. And when you fight, like, at that age, you get that amount of money. So you get a mil. So if you beat him at 1, you get a mil. Say 30, you get 30 mil.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
What age you knocking him out?
I'm knocking out this little 8-year-old kid.
8.
I'll probably say 12. No more than 12, probably.
See,
Yeah.
it's exactly
I
what...
don't know how buff
So I
the
watched
kid
the
was.
podcast and they were talking about it. And this skinny guy was like... Small, skinny. He's like, I reckon I've got him at 5. And the other guy was like, oh, I've got him at 12. And then I'm thinking
Yeah,
like...
10 under. Yeah, I'd do it.
But I'm like...
I'd probably
Right?
get beat by an 8-year-old.
But I'm thinking, I'm like, right, when I'm bring this to the table for the boys, I'm like, Coxie definitely is going to say 12. I'm undecided. I reckon maybe 7.
I don't think I could take. I reckon I could, like,
I'm going 14.
I reckon 14 and 15 would be, like, real tough because he'd be already training. He'd probably be training
Right.
at 10.
This is where, well,
Yeah, but
when
he's-
I watched the
he's
podcast, they...
prepubescent.
But when
Unless he's
I watched the
Unless his
podcast,
genes are like
Some
yours.
14-year-olds are pretty big.
Hmm.
Especially stuff like Tyson.
well, they ended up searching it up. They want to know when he started.
Would have been like 8.
13. He had his very first fight and knocked out a 17-year-old.
Oh, really?
So does that change? So they both went to 5.
I'm going 2 years back and going to 12.
Nah,
They-
I'll probably still say 12.
Yeah, 12 is a...
Because,
But in 1 year, he's knocking out...
yeah, but that kid's 17. Who knows?
But we're not 17. We're nearly 20.
This is Mike Tyson,
I
though.
classify
Oh
myself.
well, I'm eyeing Ricky Hilton.
I classify myself as a big boy.
But then you're throwing that you might lose where, Ricky could
So he's 17
fight him at 2. That's
He's
instant 2 mil.
17-year-old kid.
That's an instant 2
Yeah,
mil
like you've
right
set
there.
yourself up.
Like this 17-year-old kid must not have been very good. Be fine.
But you wouldn't think Mike Tyson would be very good at
I feel
13,
guilty
but
knocking out this little kid.
Yeah,
He's probably been training previous.
I know he's 17, but like you gotta make the same weight category and stuff. You'd be kind of the same height-ish. So this 17-year-old kid is a small kid. He's just like 17. That's just a number, Even though he's probably got a little bit more testosterone.
Wouldn't you wait till he's like 80 and he's like high as fuck on mushrooms and he's like can't walk?
Yeah, but it's his
100, yeah.
current age till...
Yeah. Or
1.
Low,
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I'm going 12.
Or you can just do 1 and just, or like you could do.
But that's what I'm saying, like 1 or 2, like that's still a lot of money.
That's it.
Like for us, it is a lot of
That's
money.
what I mean, like 10.
That's money I'll never see in my life.
10 years old. He's earning a little pipsqueak. That's $10 million.
10 mil. That's to knock him out, like full on, just lay him on the concrete.
Mm.
Yeah,
or the canvas.
I reckon that'd be easy. At 10 years old.
Yeah.
We're literally double his age, double his body weight, double his length, double his width.
Was that the dog or
Yeah,
your
that's the
size?
dog.
Okay.
What do you do?
I think if
That made a weird sound.
yes.
Sound
He turned around like he.
it's like
But you know, they searched it up, and mind you, these two are like quite skinny. One's short, one's 6'3",
yeah.
and they said it. And they researched when was his first fight and when he started. They said 13. He bet up a 17-year-old. They're like, yep, we're going 5, but 5 mil. What?
I mean,
It's all
$1
right.
million's good.
Yeah, 1 million.
Yeah,
Like $1 million.
but then that's why you can test yourself to see how much.
I searched
Where it's
up.
like even like seriously, by about 6, I probably might get knocked out by him because I've got no.
6.
No.
But it's Mike Tyson, yeah. I don't know what his upbringing was like. He probably was out of the womb. Just no one
Punched his
knows.
way out.
Searched up.
Yeah.
You could have been premature. Easy one.
He knocks his mum out.
I saw this thing,
From the inside.
Yeah.
I saw this thing on TikTok. It was like, you know, Elon's got like, he's got like 70 billion or something.
He's got too much money.
He's got enough that he'll send someone to the moon or Mars or wherever he was.
He could pay, he could pay everyone
In the world.
in the world. I don't know, I forgot what it was. I don't know, what I mean, like, not if it was one person. I don't know if it was one person or like, I don't know, he could pay a certain amount of people $1, and it's just like a crazy amount. If like with his money, he could pay him from like literally like 1600 to $1 a day, like maybe even before that.
Yeah.
Like something stupid. I'm like, what the hell?
Man's got money.
Yeah.
He does. He has a lot of bread,
He doesn't even pay tax, so
doesn't he?
no. Well, in 2018, he paid 0 tax. I think it's just because he claimed it all back because it was all like work stuff.
Yeah.
Business.
Yeah.
Because of making cars or whatnot. And
Yeah, and that's why people get angry because like tax rich, but it's called, you know, he's smart.
Yeah. But he knows what he's doing, so
Yeah.
he's gone into it knowing that he can get it all back anyway. So he's spent mil.
Yeah. I've got one. If you would pick like any animal in the world, and they could speak English,
Oh,
what
okay.
like who would be like that annoying just kid? Any animal from an animal. So say if an animal could just speak English, you know, just like the most annoying person you could think of, what animal would just like replicate that? You reckon? Just like same voice, same personality.
Oh, I don't know. I thought you were going to go around the track with if there's one animal you could pick that you could talk to, what animal
Which
would
animal
that
would
be?
it be?
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what I thought you were
you
going to
were
go
going
with.
You can do that.
Could do both.
Yeah. But
Most
yeah,
most
like,
annoying one.
Bailey and a cheetah.
one of the most annoying ones.
I see a cheetah, that's Bailey. Like,
I feel like one of the most annoying ones.
or a chihuahua.
That,
That's
Or a
Ba-
chihuahua.
Or a chihuahua.
but imagine like a seagull. That'd be fair.
Oh, that's also Bailey. Oh my god, Bailey could be a lot of animals.
It's like you said in an ant nest. There's millions of Baileys just going up your leg.
No, he couldn't be an ant. A
Alright.
seagull because they steal your chips and they're annoying, yeah.
Like it can be anything. I feel like dogs just would be. I guess some like chihuahuas and stuff would be.
Depends what dog.
Yeah, depends what dog. Imagine that.
Probably the monkey from The Hangover. Yeah, you know the monkey, don't you? The one that steals. He steals shit. He's a gangster monkey.
Is that the exact same monkey that it's in Community? That's why him and Shane
Oh,
get along.
probably. Yeah. Third wall.
What about the other one? The
What's the other one?
if there's one animal that you could pick that you could speak to and like
In,
Speak to?
Like you just speak to it.
yeah, like you can understand what they're saying and like speak to it. What animal are you picking? Just watching the time.
I think my dog. But
Yeah, but that's just just dog. So
Yeah,
you could
exactly.
talk to their dog and
yeah. Then they can still have so many other animals as well.
I saw one they talked about. I was saying, imagine being able to talk to a spider. But just ask a spider what they doing in your house. Like, can you just leave? I was like, that's not wrong. It's pretty smart.
I'm gonna talk to sharks. Every time I go to the ocean, which is probably once every 10 years, I'm just like, fuck off, and they're just like, oh yep, no worries, and they just go their own way.
You can talk to like is it fish?
It'll be nearly out.
Yeah.
Or you could, there's so many different type of fish.
Yeah.
I want to speak to fish.
Another one someone said was
birds.
a monkey.
You say birds. Or is it like, you want to speak to a seagull, you want to speak to like a certain bird.
But then when you're when there's a flock of birds, all you hear is like.
No, but they'll actually be talking though. They'll be like, "Oh, let's steal his food." And they're all like, "Oh, let's steal his chips." Oh, chip.
Yeah, they're all in there each year's going crazy. And
Another one I saw someone said was a monkey. Just imagine like talking about, "Oh yeah, we go to the zoo." I'm like, "Oh, throw some poo at this kid."
yeah,
It's you. No, throw poo at you. Oh! Yeah, he doesn't want to be here anymore. I'm not doing nothing. I know.
Yeah,
I reckon.
I reckon I'd go birds. Just because they see a lot.
they can send messages.
Yeah. You could send. I guess you couldn't because you can communicate with them yourself.
Yeah.
But that you could be like.
Give them a piece of paper and be like, do it you just did in
like,
Nam.
You could be like, how's the line at the Georgian kids fish and chip shop? Goes over.
That's a brilliant idea.
Oh yeah. It's a few people in there.
A couple seconds.
That's not bad. Yeah.
So what do you-
I'd
you're going
say
shark,
I'd say
bird?
just because it's too hard. Because I probably would go a dog, but like.
Generic in that.
What's an animal that can fly indoors?
Indoors.
Indoors.
Just a bird.
A fly. Just a fly.
No, like
A
a
fly.
Big enough,
Oh my
a big
God.
enough-
Talking
big
to a
enough
fly,
one.
just telling the fly, you know what? Just I want my space. Go annoy someone else. Like,
Bugger off. We're in the Sahara Desert. Annoy him. No one around. But they're
you're
gone.
pretty good. I really don't know what one I would pick though. There's
was
a
thinking
there's
of,
a
like,
lot. There's a lot you could
If
pick.
you were a
though.
criminal, you could get this animal to jump in front of the cameras in a bank. You get the money.
Like a bird
Yeah, and you get the fuck out. And you got the money and no one
or
knows
a
you know.
monkey, and you can have a pet monkey and by right rob something or steal that lady's chain.
Yeah, monkeys are cheeky, so monkeys are a good one too.
Robbing a bank would just be the hardest thing, even with like no cameras.
Oh yeah.
Because it'd just be that much like.
Even if you can work out the surrounding people and then just get the cameras covered. I mean, you get a hacker, but
Yeah.
mine would probably be, I reckon, a gorilla. Just because if I get into a fight, just talk to one of them and they back me up.
No, but I reckon I've only seen like one gorilla at the zoo, and that
No,
was
is it
like
the zoo?
Balls Gap. Like, I'd say something cool like that, like a hippo or something. But like, all I just see them at the zoo. I need to see them every day. It's like a kangaroo. Like, that wouldn't be too bad. But then you can't really get up close to them. But then you could do like.
But you could. Because you could talk to them.
Yeah.
If you can talk to snakes, I can talk to my thing down below.
Right, we got any more questions?
I think I've got one more. That's what it is.
No, so what was everyone? So you said bird. You said
I
you
said
originally
bird.
said shark.
Yeah, I don't know where I was going. I'm probably gonna go a monkey.
A monkey.
I had a monkey in my head the whole time, but
Mine's probably going to be a spider.
Would you rather?
Just because I can talk to them.
yeah.
This is a would you rather question.
Well, here we go.
Alright.
Would you rather piss out sand for the rest of your life?
That would hurt.
Or
Would it? If it's sand.
I don't know. You go swimming on the beach and then you get some stuff on your.
Yeah, but that's
Cough,
stuck.
and you
But
start
you're
peeing.
pissing it out, so it's
Yeah,
different.
it'd be like little fucking bladder stones or whatever.
Yeah,
how-
it'd hurt, I reckon.
Yeah, kidney stones. Like pissing out one of
Would
them.
you rather piss out sand for the rest of your life, or crap out a whole brick once a year on your birthday?
Oh, not on your birthday. That's ruined your whole day.
So the day before your birthday is acceptable?
No, but it's saying on your birthday.
On your birthday.
That's ruined it, mate. That's ruined my
Yeah,
whole
but every
birthday.
year it gets easier. Because it's left that big of a gap to go through.
Yeah, but that
No.
first time that's happening,
I
it's
thought-
gonna
You
hurt
don't
every
remember.
time you do it anyway.
I thought about this for a while.
If you're 4 years old and you're crapping out a brick, you're crapping out something bigger than yourself.
I thought about this for a while. I'm like, you just crap out a brick. It's once a year. Get it over and done with.
Yeah, I literally take the hardest
But
shits like once a week and
That
it hurts.
literally probably.
So I think I'm
no, but that,
I'm training for
that
it.
literally like rip your whole gooch open. That you have to have surgery and
No, there's no gooch. Your asshole just connects straight. There is no gooch.
Like, it's actually a hard one to think of.
But that's ruining my whole day. That's my birthday. I was born that day, and the first thing I do is wake up and take a brick.
What if you wake up, first thing you do, you walk to the toilet, or out the back, and you take a piss, and you're pissing out sand?
You know, but like, you could
But then
probably
again-
you could probably live with pissing out sand. You've got to recover like 3 months and probably like multiple surgeries to stitch up your bum hole.
There's a whole brick, like a full...
And painful. You know, you might get used to pissing out sand. Whether it's cracking a whole brick, that's going to tear open something. You're not going to get used to that.
Just... But then, think about it. You go to the
You'll probably be
beach.
able to do anything for a couple of
You go to the beach, you could hide yourself and just make more sand.
True, if you know those times where you're pissing and you're wearing thongs, and it's just splashing back on your feet?
Yeah,
it wouldn't
that's
feel too
sand.
bad getting sand on your feet.
Except you probably couldn't piss in the pool because there'd be sand in the pool and everyone...
You piss at the beach.
Exactly, that's what I said.
Because
I know,
the
this
sand
one-
would hurt. Still.
But that's just ruining my whole birthday. It's
Yeah.
knowing that I have to take a crap. Just
I
because...
thought it was funny
Yeah,
for
but
you,
the thing is you take one, you... Say we started this year.
Any day but the birthday.
Right, say we do it this year, but we don't know. After like 3 birthdays, you're gonna realize it's a recurring thing. You're taking a crap. By the next one, you're not gonna want to have a birthday. Like, that's gonna ruin that whole day.
You'll be thinking about it for a couple of
Yeah,
days.
no, you'll be thinking about it. It's coming up like what your birthday's coming up
I'm not-
every day. You're thinking,
I'm not letting it brew.
I've got 3 days left, and I'm gonna take a crap.
I'm not letting it brew. I'm either taking laxatives every like hour before that night, just so I can get as much of that brick out of my
No, I
ass.
think that's just a full brick.
It's just the whole brick. That thing you wake up in the morning and there's a brick in your belly already.
Every year I'm just gonna go Google how do I get constipation, and then I'm gonna get surgically removed out of my stomach.
But then if you
Just grab the brick
but
out.
you get constipated that birthday, that means you know you're still gonna have to get it taken out, or you have to have surgery to get it taken out. So you're gonna have to get it taken out. You're gonna spend money to get it taken out.
I'd rather
Or
I'd rather spend money to get taken out than spend money to get my asshole reattached.
But like, how
this
much
is-
is it to get it taken out compared to attached?
I don't know, but if they numb you up, if you go to the hospital and you're like, hey, my appendix is about to explode. By the way, I'm about to shit out a brick. Can you take that while you're doing it?
But
They're
then-
gonna numb the fuck out of you, and you're not gonna feel a thing. You'll be knocked out of sleep.
But the thing I have is
Unless I'd probably just like giving a birth, giving birth,
giving
a birth.
giving a birth.
Giving birth.
But the problem is that you know that you have to go and spend money to get it taken out every year because it's gonna happen again next birthday and the birthday after that. I'm pissing sand.
You'd also get money. You're ending up in Guinness World Records, like
You could
man
buy-
who's shat the most bricks.
Yeah, but you don't earn money for that.
I don't know what you're doing.
You could write a book on it. Like you could.
The day I shit a brick on my birthday.
Honey, I shat a
You
brick.
could collect your bricks and build a house eventually.
No, wait. So you're saying we actually
This isn't Lego.
wait? So you're telling me you're actually shitting on an actual brick, not like a
It's not like-
poo-shaped brick,
Nah,
like an actual. Oh, okay, right. Well, no.
Does it
I'm
have to be a
pissing sand.
specific brick? Like, can it be like a Lego brick, or does it have to be like a cinder block looking motherfucker? Like,
an
Oh my
actual-
god! If it's a cinder block, there is no. I'm
Yeah,
definitely
it's not
pissing
cinder block,
sand.
It's just just a full brick. It's like a normal
That's
sand
a
size.
brick.
I've made up my mind. I'm pissing out sand.
Yeah,
But
and you were laughing at me when I said that. Oh, you're pissing sand
I don't actually think the fact that like, hey, I'm not gonna get a brick out this asshole.
at this asshole. That's like
If I was lying on roads or someone, yeah, it might come out easy. But
You'd be shoving some Vaseline up there if you were pulling out a brick. I reckon.
oh yeah, I'm pissing sand.
I reckon,
Yeah.
like after 20 years, you might be able to get it out without it tearing.
Maybe, but
that's
at
what I
that
said.
point,
Like, eventually it gets
yeah, but
easier.
at
Yeah,
that
that's
point though,
20
that's
years.
20 years, and every time you know you're gonna, like, we do it now. That's 40. Like, we know that in 20 years we still
Well,
gonna
there's 6 months.
shit a brick every time we have a birthday.
6 months is like you could be used to pissing out sand.
Yeah.
You piss like 3 times a day or
We just don't drink water or.
don't drink water.
There's perks as well though. If you're a bricklayer, Your birthday's tomorrow. You're 1 brick short. Oh, hey, look at this.
Yeah, but you're not. Right. So you're going to build a house. You're going to build a house a day before your birthday. I'm like, look, boys, I'm going to order one less because I'm going to take a brick tomorrow. a brick to work the day after because I'm having my day. I have my birthday off.
Brick. This is basically my signature in the concrete.
No, I'm pissing sand.
Yeah,
That's my answer.
100%.
My family went up to Ballarat. They got Mario Golf. So I've got it.
Oh, nice.
Right? But there's 2 options that you can play. You can play with the controller or you can play motion. So you can actually like play it like Wii Golf where you actually like swing. Yeah.
Nice, sharp.
It's actually kind of hard. I had a couple games I nearly wanted to throw the controller out. I had the TV.
Is that camera still working?
Yeah, no, it should be still on.
Alright.
Is his camera working?
Rick doesn't think the camera's working. We got camera lady onto it. But yeah, nah, it's like an actual motion one. I'm like, this is like, it's like I could enjoy this. But I think we need to start off with that first because I feel like a couple games after that it would get bored where like a long game of Mario Party, like that's, and then you can have another, then you can play another match, like play a different map, and then obviously you get like different mini games, and then Mario Kart you play a couple maps. No, we probably don't. That's why I'm trying to.
8th.
That's why I was thinking on a Sunday.
Oh, sorry, August 6th. 7th.
I was thinking on a Sunday as well, because I'm like, on a Sunday, if we don't have too many beers or something on a Sunday, come here and play. But then I was like, then you'll work it.
But I could do it in the next couple of weeks.
We could. But that's what I was also thinking this weekend. I'm like, I could not just go out. I could have a quiet night and then do it this weekend. But then I don't know what you're up to if you're going to be absolutely blind Saturday night because you don't have to go to work Sunday. So you just
perhaps
don't go home till 5 o'clock, 6.
So you probably get smashed.
Look, the chances are very high.
Yeah. He's paying $1.02, I reckon.
$1.10.
I'm paying $501 to be sober this weekend, I reckon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The highest odds possible. I don't know what the highest ones are, but
I think it's
Depends.
Speaking of sports bet, Dustin Martin and Richmond fucked up my multi.
Didn't you want more disposal?
I needed one more disposal.
And Richmond to win.
Yeah.
And Richmond ended up losing.
Oh, yeah. And it was they were winning.
They win the entire game.
I was...
at Ricky's and it said Richmond lost. I'm like, what?
Yeah, and then I'm...
actually had that multi in the bag.
And just in case we pulled a miracle, I had a bet on Collingwood to win. The exact same sort of thing. I had different goal kickers that all got everything. And I needed Canterbury to get one more disposal.
On my own multi, I was going to win. It's $96.
Yeah.
I had Dusty for 25. So I got my bonus bet. I put on the game next week. The game next day. It was about $300. I was going to win. I'm like, what? And then, lost by 3 legs.
Yeah.
Let me have a look. I actually want to have a look, miss, because...
I don't know why.
I haven't even got me... I brought it up ages ago. There's been no new oak flavours, because I've still got...
Oh, yeah.
I've still got money that I could possibly win if the next oak milkshake is an Oreo milkshake.
What are you doing, Doc?
That'd be a good milkshake.
I would. Or a Kit Kat one. That.
I went to Coles and Washington. I got a Blue Heaven Big M.
Oh, yeah, listen to this. So I had... It was for the West Coast North game. The odds were $71.50. I chucked $5 on, right?
Yeah.
I Cam Zerha for a goal, which he kicked one. Jamie Cripps for a goal, which he should have kicked one, but the game ended up being wet. I'm like, oh, God. Josh Kennedy for 2, which he ended up kicking 2. I had Jack Darling for 2. He had none.
Whenever I put Jack Darling for goals, he's always paying like $1.05 and he never kicks
He
it.
doesn't kick, and then the week you don't put him down, he kicks it.
It was like to go.
Yeah. Exactly.
Andrew Gaff for 25. He had it. Shanahan for 20. Luke Shuey for 20. He didn't get 20. Like, what? Tim Kelly for 20. Jack Zeeble for 20. Jai Simpkin 20. Ben Covington 20. Aaron Hall 25. He didn't get that.
He didn't get 25.
No, and he was like, I watched him play, and he was kicking, hit about 4 or 5 touches in the back line. I was like, oh, Jesus. Had a look at like quarter time. He had 6. I'm like, what? I've seen him touch about 5 times. But then, yeah,
Did you see the Jamara play?
Yeah.
He actually looked pretty good. He's looking dangerous.
I mean, he looked dangerous, but
For his
Wasn't-
first game.
wasn't much though. I mean, some other people have looked more dangerous in their first
Yeah.
game than him, but he would have been all this talk and whatnot. And
Yeah. No, I reckon he played pretty well.
I think they talked him up every time the ball got near him. They were like, "Oh, Jamara, oh, no, relax." Like he is the number 1 draft pick, yes, but it is his first game.
He nearly kicked like 3 or 2 goals.
He could have.
He dropped some stinkers.
He should have. He should be marking them. But then that's the thing is like,
2 of the ones he would have kicked them.
how are you playing? How are you playing really good in like? I know it's VFL, but he kicks like 5-6 goals and is like dominating. Then comes to AFL and then actually has like 3 good marks he could have taken and drops them.
Yeah,
Like,
no, but
Pressure does.
yeah.
Pressure would get to you.
Like
oh
they
yeah,
said-
I
they
for
said,
sure. But like,
they said
if you're the number 1 draft pick,
Buddy
Yeah, true.
Franklin had like 2 disposals his first ever game.
yeah.
His first
But then they talked Jamar up so much, like
Mm.
it's to be expected. Like they talked him up that much, number 1 draft pick, and he hasn't played a game till now. Like,
I had him on for a goal.
Wasn't
He was paying $1.10
I know.
for a goal.
Was
And
Buddy-
he was paying $6 for most goals.
was Buddy the last player to kick a century? Did he ever kick one? Like in a season, 100 goals? There was someone a couple of years back, and like all the
I'm pretty sure.
'cause all
well,
the
the
fans
only,
run up
the
the
only
field.
person I know was Tony Lockett. Tony Lockett's done it.
I'm pretty sure.
there's been like 12 people to ever do it.
I'm pretty sure he has. I'm pretty sure he's like 3 or 4 goals off 1,000 goals.
Yeah, he is. People are I think it's a bit more because I think people are asking, is he gonna do it? Like they're asking, do you reckon he's gonna hit that this year?
Oh, yeah,
But there's a few games.
He did. 12 years ago.
Well, it would have been Hawthorn.
Yeah. You know how the crowd runs onto the field when it happens?
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I
I
didn't.
remember that. I remember that.
Oh, every time someone kicks their 100th like goal
Yeah, the
of
crowd-
the season, all the crowd runs up. They have security they have like hundreds of security just in a circle around the whole oval. Because it's like a tradition thing that the game's trying to stop,
Yeah.
but all the fans do it.
Well, Jack Revolt kicked 700 on the weekend, and Mango only knows one person that plays for North Melbourne. That's Todd Goldstein.
Yeah.
Is that-
He's now got the most hit outs all time.
Oh, nice.
He overtook it.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, I didn't see that.
just the bed moving.
That's a smart dog.
What are you doing?
Moving his bed. It's like, I ain't fucking sleeping there. I'm sleeping here tonight.
We're trying to get rid of that bed.
But yeah, no, he's got the most hit outs now. Todd
Yeah,
Goldstein. You bet
I saw that.
Aaron Sandland, do you know who he is? He was like, he's the one they always compared in Fremantle. He was the tallest, and then they had another guy who was like tiny. That's how they compared. He's like he was like 6. He was like 6'5".
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was one of the tallest in the game. But yeah, no, he had the hit outs now. Todd Goldstein now has the hit
I think I
outs.
saw that on Facebook. Something about that.
Yeah. But
Dog's just
what
done
are
a
we
full circle around the
what are we
table
doing
with his
with
bed.
I reckon
It's 8:22.
actually hasn't been the bad buck. I reckon we might.
45.
We're
Okay,
going
we
for,
might
yeah,
do
we're
that.
going for 45.
We've got nothing else to talk about, do we?
Oh, I
That
can
has
think of.
happened. That has happened, or that we got any more questions?
Except for,
Shout
I
out
got
to
one
you.
question for you, and that's if you're gonna get on Todd this weekend. That's literally the only question I have.
I don't know.
It's an update.
Yeah, Coxie can't do it. He's a season behind.
I don't know. That's
New Zombie
why.
Night coming out.
Oh,
It's
new
looking-
zombie. Oh,
It's looking quite nice.
then probably not then,
Didn't think so.
because it's zombies. I'm not. I've just gone off zombies now. Like,
Would you go back if we played BO3?
yeah, well, I still got BO3 installed.
Yeah, because
and I've
Logan,
been playing online on it.
Logan and JLo reinstalled it. Well, Logan still had it. JLo's reinstalled it.
Of course, those two did, but
And we want a fourth player so we can do all the Easter eggs.
me and Coxie actually played dodgeball. Actually,
you
it
were
was
saying-
enjoyable.
You were saying that you
It was actually enjoyable. I was gonna have like 2 games, and we ended up having like
I
4.
played one night. Well, like
It's on at the moment.
like rank 4. Oh, he's on ranks like 67.
He's 60. Yeah, he's 65 when I was playing.
I'm ranked
No,
69.
we were playing, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to have a couple games because it's like nearly 10 o'clock. Anyway, we had some games. We had like 4, and then we were just fucking around in the like lobby bit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just mucking around for like another 10-20 minutes, and I was like, yeah, probably should get off.
We're just trying to knock each other off.
Yeah, it was just fun. It was funny as.
Nice.
But nah, been playing that, which has been like good.
I reckon we should get everyone back on. Oh,
I'll play tonight.
3 people can hop on.
I'll actually play tonight if you want to play.
I might. I've
Yeah,
got 2 videos I want to edit before the next map comes out.
Oh yeah, but you got time though. You got tomorrow off.
True. It's an 18-minute, 2 18-minute videos though.
Well, I mean, you're now off work, so you don't have to worry about working now. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I reckon we might end the podcast here. It's been a Instagram, TikTok's usual, Spotify.
So I don't know who listens to Spotify.
No idea.
Also, there's probably a big question. Where's our guest? Because I think the last 2 weeks we were meant to have a guest on.
We said we're gonna have a guest.
I've messaged a guest and they didn't respond back, so I'll have to ask him again.
We have a guest on right now. You can't. It's John Cena. You can't see him though.
But yeah, no, I've messaged a guest, but they didn't end up responding back to me. So I want to have a guest on next week, though. I reckon having a guest on next week. But yeah, go check out the Instagram, TikTok, Spotify. We're on there, all of them. Go check them all out.
Give it a like. Views.
Sub if you're not subbed already, sub. Because we want to get to 100 so we can get the 100. We want to get our 100 video up, and then from there we just keep climbing.
Yep.
But we haven't got to 100 yet. We keep losing subs.
We've lost one.
We got to 91.
Still sad.
I lost one as well. The same person must just hate me.
Yeah.
Making my life miserable.
Miserable.
Yep.
But yeah. Other than that, that's been it. Thank you for all listening.
See you next week.
See you guys.